So today we are going to be repairing this Jeep TJ frame, a real common area where they always rot out. Back in here, this side here isn't horribly bad, but it does have some good holes in behind the upper control arm mounts. The driver's side was really bad on this Jeep. We already fixed that one, and I didn't have my camera here at the time, and we were kind of drawing up and designing these patch panels. So I didn't get that on video, but I will show you how to do it on this side. What we did is we made these rear frame sections that will slide directly over the frame. All we gotta do is cut this lower bracket off of the factory frame, the upper bracket, and cut any of the rust out of there. But to do this, obviously you gotta watch your fuel lines, your brake lines, stuff like that. You can pull them out of the way. Passenger side, need to remove the exhaust to get in there, and now we are going to already have the bolts out for the control arms. We can't get this upper bolt out right now. It's spinning on the back side. There's not enough nut left to get onto with a wrench, so we're going to cut this bracket off. I got the control arm where it'll come out of there. This lower bracket we're going to have to cut off also, but to do all this, we will remove control arms out of the way. Already got the sway bar out of the way, and we will cut basically all the rust out of here. We're gonna try to get rid of all the rust. We'll slide the new panel up over there, and we will weld it into place. I'm going to cut all this off right now. I will show you what we get cut off of here, and then we will fit that panel up. I'll show you how to fit it up, and we will be selling these panels. We should have them on the website here shortly, or you can call in and get them directly through us. We'll sell them both sides, however you need them. But I'll get it cut and be right back. Okay, so now we have got the rust cut out of here. Cut the whole bottom out, try to get rid of all the bad spots. Just prevent it from coming back through. Now what we are gonna do, we cut all this out. We ground all the welds off the inside here. Just get it flush for right now. Now we're gonna take this piece that we make here, and we're going to test fit it in there. Now this frame really wasn't that bad, so what I did is I ended up cutting a chunk of this out of here because the frame is really solid up here, so there's no sense doing more work than we have to. So I cut this out, just a little bit less welding, shortened it up a little bit to fit it in there. So we can set this on the stand here. All right. So now we can fit this up in here, which should be a pretty tight fit, but not too bad. So that piece will slide over there just like that. Now, before I did this, I took a measurement from skid plate and a body mount hole to this bolt hole here, and also to the inner mount to make sure they are in the same exact place. Just keep everything square. But now, see, that fits real nice and snug in there. Gives you your lower mount, and it's gonna be hard to see because I got the light on the outside, But your upper mount here, everything, all we gotta do is weld the whole way around there. So now that this is in here, we are going to take a piece of soapstone or marker, whatever you have, and just mark all the edges where we need to get this thing really clean down to bare metal so that we can weld it in. Makes it so much simpler. It might not look as nice. We have, normally when I do a frame, I guess when I want to do a real good job, we cut this out because here you're going to notice that it's been patched. I've made patches and cut it out where everything sits flush and even. This just isn't worth doing all that with. It's not that bad, and it's not a, I mean, it's a decent Jeep, but it's not perfect, so we're not going to spend all the time. This is a couple hour fix, and we will grind this out, pull this thing back out of here, and weld it in. So, while you might think I'm doing my best ninja impersonation here, we got this all ready to go. Pieces are fitted up real nice, clamped into place. I getting ready to weld it here. On the other side, I got tired of hitting my head. I got tired of trying to get my head up inside between drive shaft, everything like that. So I busted out this welding mask, welding helmet. It does help because there's a lot of splatter, stuff like that coming down top your head. But now we are ready to weld everything in. Pretty straightforward from here. So we cleaned everything up. I sprayed underneath with a weld-through primer to try to keep it from rusting on the inside. Now, the pieces that we do cut do have a hole here. What I will do once I am said and done, I will take anything, an oil can, whatever, and spray up inside of the frame really good with oil, all that, paint, whatever you want to use, just keep it from rusting back through from the inside. The outside we will paint when we're done, but for right now, let's get it welded into place. So, like I said, if you have a mask like this, it really helps to get into places. If not, you can definitely do it with a welding helmet, but it's just a little tougher. So, here we go. So here is our finished product, our final welded frame rail. It is welded completely around. Now, you're not going to be able to see. It is tough to weld up on top of here. It's tight, but you can do it. I did everything with just my little Miller 180 welder. It's got a smaller gun, everything like that. So now all we need to do is pretty much let this cool, do some little bit of cleanup on it, do some painting, and like I said, I do spray oil up inside of it really good, or some kind of tarish film or fluid film or something along them lines. When it's done, it will be all painted, everything like this other side here. You will obviously be able to tell it's been patched because we went over top of the original frame, but it's got all our original mounts, everything like that, real nice. These parts will be on our website fairly soon, I would hope. If not, you can always call in and we can get them. But that should be about it. Paint it, bolt everything back up, put the exhaust, all that stuff back on it. Before we do that, I am going to be changing the rear main seal on this Jeep. So we will have a video of that here coming shortly. Thanks.